having a very good day. Hi. My name is Alan, and as you can probably tell, I'm just editing together our Grampian Marine 2022 Rendezvous, and that wasn't one of our boats, by the way. However, we do have lots of videos, which originally we were going to play during the Rendezvous, but we didn't have enough time because we got into lots of interesting discussions. So I did promise everyone that I would put them in the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the video that I've edited of the actual rendezvous on Zoom, and then after that we're going to into the videos. Now, in the meantime, everybody's been sending me, thank you very much, by the way, videos and PowerPoints and still photographs, and I'm still working on some of them. However, someone did send me an email, Stan McCall, and he has a boat on Lake Ontario, and there are people like us, Grampian owners, who really haven't fallen far from the tree. You know, I always say, nuts don't fall far from the tree. The boats were made in Oakville. I live in Toronto. What's that, about 30 kilometers away? And there's lots on Lake Ontario, especially on the north shore of Lake Ontario. So, here's an idea that Stan had, and that was to maybe try and organize, if anybody's interested, a Grampian Marine actual physical rendezvous just for Lake Ontario, obviously, because we're not going to expect people to travel any huge distance. So if you are interested, if you're a Grampian owner and you're interested, you don't necessarily have to bring your boat. You can just show up if you prefer. But it's better if you can bring your boat along. If some people have their boat on the hard, some people are doing some major renovations to their boats. So understand, Grampian owners, not every Grampian owner is sailing today. But at any rate, it would be nice sometime, I don't know, late June, early July, I'm guessing. It would be a nice time. If you're interested, please just drop us a line below and I'll put you on the list for people who are interested in that. In the meantime, thank you again to all the people who participated in the 2022 Rendezvous. It was a tremendous success. There were still a few little flaws that we have to work on, but we can work with that. And we had some interesting discussions. You're going to see the video in just a couple of seconds. And please keep in mind that at the end of the rendezvous video are all the boat tours, the images of people's boats, so we can get a chance to see what they look like inside and outside. Again, thank you. See you at the end. But maybe what we can do right now is just go through the people and who are here, and maybe we can just give our names, maybe the name of our boat or which particular Grampian we have, its state of repair, or there's any number of things you can talk about, and perhaps what you'd like to get out of this rendezvous would be really important too. So who would like to go first?
I'll throw it out there. I got some helpers on the way, so I'm supposed to be sanding the boat. I'm sitting on it right now, as you can see.
Yeah,
my windows. Yeah, my windows aren't in the boat. You don't get an inside tour at the moment. It's a little bit of a mess.
No, you sent me some video. I'm sorry, some what was it, a PowerPoint of your boat?
Yeah. Just yesterday, I actually put down a coat of all grip. Finally, I've got 3 coats of primer epoxy, and here I'll just go ahead and give you. Oh wait, now I can't see that I'm out here in the sun. Here, let's see. Did my camera turn around? All right.
Well, there it is. Yeah.
There's 1 coat of all grip, fleet white.
It looks lovely.
Everybody says use all grip. It's the best to go, but it's also the most expensive. And I actually got lucky and got a gallon for half off, so I went with it.
Really? And how did the gallon do the whole thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll probably get 3 coats out of that gallon because
No,
it's a 2-to-1. So there's a converter to convert it so you can brush it and roll it on.
when you say a converter, is like a thinner or something?
Yeah, exactly. It lets you lay it or roll it. I don't know. I'm kind of new to it. I'm a mechanic. I don't know much about painting.
Okay. Well, always helps when you have an older motor. Which motor do you have in that?
It actually didn't come with a motor when I got it. I put a 2-cylinder Yanmar GMF in it.
Ah, okay. And well, I guess it's too early to tell if you're happy with it.
I got a roller boom here. I don't know if you can see that. My handle's inside, but it rolls like the day it was brand new, man. It like has no resistance.
Wow,
Nice roller boom.
that is really something.
It's
Wow.
a cat.
Now, I think is your name Ian?
Yes, sir.
Ian in Gillespie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I actually have a video of, I think, a PowerPoint you sent me, which I was hoping to play later. So this actually works out very well because we can see how far you've got in the meantime.
Yeah. This actually wasn't in that PowerPoint that I sent you.
No, that's right. Yeah, because that was what, a week or 2 or so ago.
Yep. And there's a cover for this to where it just covers it up and looks like it's supposed to be there. But there's an outboard hanger that I'm redoing right here that holds an outboard if I decide to use an auxiliary motor.
Ah, always good. But anyway, Jan Marsingan. So thank you very much, Ian. Who's next on the list here?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Is that a 30 that he's got there or 26?
This
30.
is a 31 Classic. It's a 1966
Oh, okay. Yep.
designed by Peter Van Dyne.
Yep.
That's exactly what I.
Wow.
So it's a classic that was built by the Grampian factory, but it's not actually a Grampian.
Yeah. It was
Classic 29.
before Alex McGruer was a part of the family, I believe.
Right.
I think this was built before he became on. I could be wrong.
Where is the forward hatch on yours? Mine's on the deck and not on the cabin top.
Mine is on the cabin top.
Yours is on the cabin? That's different, yeah.
Full keel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice displacement. I had that rebuilt right there. That was delaminated. I had to get that rebuilt. My shoe fell apart.
My shoes come. I don't know what to do about it or how to take the rudder off.
Yeah, boat's got to come out of the water, and you gotta take that shoe off to lower down the rudder post to come out of the boat's got to be up in the air quite a bit because the rudder post is so long to come out of the hole.
Oh.
Or you have to dig a hole in the yard.
What's that?
You have to dig a hole in the yard.
Yeah, right.
And that's
Wow.
my 31 Classic, and I'm sticking to it.
But it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Okay, Kevin, tell me something. You there?
Is that me?
Yeah, sorry. I'm in my truck,
Oh, okay.
and let the other guys talk for a bit because I'm in transit to another spot. Then I'll wave to you when I'm ready to talk.
Okay,
Sorry.
as health and safety officer, I support you on that. Okay, so when you're stopped, give us a shout. Who's next here? We got Ian. Ansnita. Is that from Etobicoke?
Yes. I've got a Grampian 30 built in 73, I believe. Mine is the one that I was at the boat show. And I've got it now for 20 years. As a MD2B Volvo Penta in it. The one major problem I have with it one of the stays is connected to the bulkhead inside the head, and it rotted out.
Ooh.
And I was lucky at the Grampian plant. He came by and fixed it for me. This year I'm buying a stack pack from Genco Marine to make running the main a lot easier. My boat's been in the Caribbean, and I've done a lot of sailing with it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hello. I was kind of buddy earlier. Sorry about that, but so we know that I have the Grampian 31 Classic, just like Ian. It's awesome. I love it. Slow, steady sailing. I'm here in Westerly, Rhode Island. I work at Electric Boat, building America's nuclear submarines. So that's been crazy. I had to. They're teaching me to use the cranes, so I haven't had much time to actually work on my Grampian. So she's in the same state as when I bought her, which was in immaculate condition because I bought her from a truck driver, and he knew how to take care of the Atomic 4, and it runs perfectly. That's all there is to say.
What year is your Grampian?
It's 1960.
What is it?
1960.
60. Oh, what a hull number do you have?
It's in the 20s. I
Nice.
forget.
I've got mine is 34.
Wow.
Awesome.
All right. Ken, did you join us? Ken Alberton?
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, Ken.
I've had several 26s. The first one was 179, 1980. I took it to the Caribbean. My wife and I lived on it for 17 months.
Wow.
Honda 10, fantastic boat. I sold it, unfortunately, and moved up, and I'm back to, I forget what number now, but I got one with a folding keel here in Kingston, Ontario.
Oh.
Great boat, as I say.
Thanks very much, Ken. It's funny you mentioned that. I think a lot of Grampian owners tend to be a little older, maybe because they bought the boat many years ago and continue to sail, and they just love it so much. And perhaps because younger people aren't sailing. I'm not really sure. But at any rate, do we have anybody else here that I can't see?
Erwin.
Hi.
Hi. I have a Grampian 34 center cockpit.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
1974. It's got a basically new Volvo Penta 2003B in it, and yeah, it's in the water right now. It's getting a bit lower in the water, so I think I'm going to have to take it out and dry out the hull and epoxy it at some point.
I'm sorry, and which Grampian is it?
The Grampian 34 center cockpit.
Oh, center cockpit. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd love to see pictures of that. I've seen one or two of those. Those are beautiful boats.
Yeah, the reason I bought it is I'm tall, and it's
Yeah.
got 7-foot headroom.
I've heard that.
So yeah, it has 7-foot headroom, so that makes a difference.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
is it not a walkthrough? Is
No,
the
you
back
gotta-
cabin alone?
No, you got to go up on the deck.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's good if you have company. Like it's like a totally separate space.
Yeah, I really love that 34.
Yeah, it's a nice boat. So
What kind of keel is on that?
I'm not. I don't know what. I don't know what to call. I'm not sure, to be honest. I can say I'm new to sailing, so I got the boat and I put it in the water 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. And where are you right now?
I'm at Marina Key West in Toronto.
Oh, okay. And
So I've been on liveaboard for 2 years now.
I was going to say, Okay. Because normally, well, my boat's on the hard and I'm in Toronto too. So, but anyway, that's excellent to hear. We also have received videos of an aft cabin that's being restored. So I think we're probably all going to enjoy that. Is there anyone else? Oh, how's ooh, I'm just checking here. How about Kevin? Are you available now?
I'm good now. Yep. They've
Okay,
parked the vehicle so I can talk.
excellent.
I'm Kevin Power. We've got a Grampian G23. We got it approximately, I guess, 3 years ago. And then we sailed it the last 2 seasons, and we're getting ready to sail again this year. It's number 23119. It was built in 1972. It's a pop top. And it's got the shortened cockpit in it, but a very big cabin, actually, like with the pop top. It gives you 6 feet of clearance, and big enough, I'd say, for 5 adults. I've actually had 7 people in there. We were sitting down having pizza and beer. it's quite a lot. But I sail out of Port Franks on Lake Huron.
Right. Now, I'm sorry, Port Franks, you're going to have to tell me, Torontonian here. Center of
South
the
of Grand Bend, about 10 nautical miles south. 10 nautical miles south of Grand Bend.
Of Grand Bend. Ah, excellent. Okay. And the Huron's pretty shallow at that point, is it not?
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing about the boat that we have. It's got the swing keel on it. And the guy who owned it before me sailed it exclusively on Lake St. Clair, which is a shallow lake. He never put the centerboard down or the keel down, so it's rusted into place after 50 years. I've had it up in the air, pried at it. It will not come done.
Wow.
Yeah. And I can go into 3 feet of water, no problem.
Okay, that's good. I used to have an old Drascombe, old English gaffer rigged sailboat, and it was the same way. You could pull up the well, it was actually a very large dagger board, but rather than a keel, and yeah, it would allow you to beach your boat and all sorts of things that I don't have. You know, now I have a G26. I'm constantly looking at the depth sounder. So. I think Glenn Girl has arrived. Glenn Girl, are you there? Oh, I think you're on mute, Glenn Girl. Can I unmute you? Can you unmute yourself? Okay, anyway, in the meantime, let's carry on with what we're doing now. I have to confess that I wish I'd spent more time working on the Grampian Rendezvous than I did. Although I have spent quite a bit of time. It's always nice to have help. Unfortunately, something happened, so we had issues that way. But I will tell you that I just had a hip replacement, and now I'm having to learn how to walk without limping, and it's sort of taken up a lot of my time. Plus, I really need, for my own mental health, to be out sailing. So you guys are much more active than I am. You're doing amazing things. You're redoing your boats. You're doing things that I haven't, it's just taken me years to do. So I think you guys are probably the core group for any future Grampian Rendezvous. So the other thing too is that people have asked me when we talk, they say, we should spend more time with how to fix the windows on Grampian 26. How to get the swing keel up, all sorts of issues that people have with with various older boats. I mean, isn't it amazing? These boats are still floating after 50 years, sometimes 50 years plus. So at any rate, the what I'm trying to say is I still around, and I think it's probably great if we could somehow cooperate with one another to make sure that our boats stay floating for, well, the next 50 years. It'd be kind of hopeful, but whatever. And certainly Grampians are certainly one boat that probably, I mean, my boat still doesn't leak a drop of water through the hull. Amazing. After 50 years.
Have any of you guys epoxied the hull? Like, are your boats taking in water?
I had to change 2 through hulls because the cockpit drains through hoses, which I think is actually really designed.
It's really what? It's.
I think that draining the cockpit through hoses, bad design, because those started leaking on the boat, and I had to change them. The marina had to take my boat out of the water so I could change the through hulls because they were leaking that bad.
My scuppers and my through holes, they also leaked, causing one of my motor mounts to rot because they drain right down to each side of the motor mount. So the starboard side that leaked took out my starboard motor mount.
I have a suggestion that if you're looking for a good resource on to do it yourself, I also watched the Sailing UMA series.
Oh yeah.
And that fella there does some very good work on structural reintegrity of your boat. He does an excellent job of it.
Yes.
Anyone else want to weigh in on that? Has anybody got any ideas on, well, I just heard actually a really good idea because there's a channel for people who are planning major refits of their boat. But does anybody, we could, use our own subject matter experts who've already been through whatever it is we want to do, who can be sort of our buddy, or what do you call them? Someone who can maybe stand behind you and say, oh, I would do it this way and I would do it that way. Well, after you've finished a project, you can probably always say, well, if I had to do it again, this is the way I do it. Right?
Oh, many times.
So is there a way, though, for us to connect to one another? I mean, obviously, one way is to publish the email addresses of people who are interested. But first, of course, I would have to I shouldn't say publish, share the email addresses of people and their interests and subject matter expertise. But of course, we would have to make sure that, I mean, I can't just give everybody's email out because it's not well done. You'll be getting all sorts of horrible emails in no time flat if I just send them out.
Have you ever heard of there's a Telegram?
Telegram
has a group, and it's a great way to keep content and ask questions. I don't know how you would categorize it, but Telegram is kind of a neat way to connect people who are in the same subject matter.
Oh, okay. But how about the Grampian Marina, Owners Grampian Marina website?
It's all right. It looks, no offense to whoever did it, it just looks kind of outdated, and it's hard to navigate at times.
So it's almost like we want a bulletin board discussion type thing or something to sort of start a discussion on a subject and they could just expand.
Yeah, like, is there forms on I don't know if that website, if you can like create forms.
You can. You can create forms, but in fact, it's been inactive for about a year. because no one has taken the reins. Now, recently, I was added as the forum moderator or co-moderator, I think. So, if that being the case, do you think that something like that would be useful for sharing information? And after that, I've got a feeling that probably you may want to contact one-on-one. But how we get from just being on a moderated forum to one-to-one, I'm not entirely sure. Any ideas? Or
there is the one on Facebook. The there's actually 2 or 3 of them on Facebook.
Okay.
And once you're accepted there, there's a lot of people, showing what they've done on their boat, and then people are inquiring. So then you're either chatting back to them, or you can do the messenger video or audio.
I'm a mechanic, but I've never been a diesel mechanic, and I've fixed this new diesel that I got several times just by a Facebook page, asking people about, hey, this is my issue. What do you guys think? And then they come out of the woodwork and just are so helpful. And I didn't find the same sense of it on Facebook, other than we're sharing pictures of our boat. It hasn't gone. It's just a smaller group.
When we're working as a group in schools today, something that they'll frequently is share a Google document that everyone on together. Yeah. So we could just type our questions there, and then whoever they like could see it and type their answer, and it'll stay, and you could see who answered and what time they answered.
I like that. The comments are the best sometimes in the videos, the how-to videos. I love the comments.
We post in it too. It's just like using Word, except everyone's using it
nice.
Together. Microsoft Word, except everyone's on the same page. Does everyone have a Google account for that to work?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's another thing I didn't think until we were just in this meeting. I could put out in the Facebook page, about this Zoom meeting of Grampian owners, and you might get some more people in here on the Zoom meetings also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think it's all good, because I think the more the merrier, and it'll also give me an opportunity to pass the torch to someone who's much more knowledgeable than me. So I totally agree. Now, I just got a warning that we're running out of time because we still are limited to the 45 minutes. Now, according to Mike, it's only been half an hour, but they say it's 10 minutes. But I'd just like to break in for a second, just in case really they're going to cut us off in 10 minutes. A lot of people sent me videos, absolutely fabulous, of the work they've done on their boat. One gentleman sent me a 360-degree video. Is anybody familiar with those, where you can move it all around, from the interior of his G26 with his 3 young children on? Absolutely amazing stuff. The others are repairs, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't say repairs. The others are restorations. So I think probably, because we don't have much time left, that what I'm going to do is, this obviously is being recorded, so I'll do a little bit of an edit and just add the boat tours on the end or the beginning of the edit, or in the middle or whatever, to just so everybody who couldn't make it this time, and you also, will be able to see them. Right. Anything else we need to cover? Any bright ideas? we need some ideas.
Yeah, the big one is
No bright ideas.
when we start breaking off into groups to have sort of defined areas, like, is it going to be mechanical? Is it going to be the rigging? Is it going to be electrical? That type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean that really makes sense. I wonder how, like, could it be, very vague, like the hull, the exterior, the interior, the engine sort of thing? I don't know how vague it could be, like grouping wise. I sometimes I find that people are micro-organizing their their model, and so you're not really sure which one to click next, because it's difficult.
There's someone at the door for you.
I'm sorry, I think somebody else had an idea. Was it Alvin? Was it you?
In order to make categories on the Google document, all we have to do is bold and your category. So if it's fiberglass work on the hull, we could write hull work versus rigging work, or water or engine, or whatever you want, whoever's working on what. And if someone's doing similar, then underneath the bold and underline, just type what you're doing. And then the Google Doc will automatically save who wrote what and do the colors, fancy color underlines for you.
Okay, so it will do. I've never used it. I account person. I've never used it. Okay, so I can see Ian there. He's out there shining up his all grip. Is that what you're doing? Or you're sanding it?
Yeah, I put one coat on. You're supposed to sand it with 320 to 400 before you put a second coat on.
Okay, well, actually, that's a good, probably a good place to leave with a Grampian owner sanding down the deck. Something I should be doing. Yeah. Now, can you import those palm trees? So it's a question. Because
Alvin?
Yes, sir.
Alvin, is yours the one with a dark blue hull?
Yes.
Called Kilderkin?
No, her name is Kimara.
Okay. Because there was one up here in Etobicoke with a dark blue hull called Kilderkin.
Nope. Mine's is Kimara.
That sails really
to my
well.
understanding, they didn't make any classic 31s that were white hull.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the owner that I bought this from, somebody told him that, and he had seen a buoy had rubbed a marker in his boat, and he realized why the first layer was blue. He sanded the whole boat back down to blue. Somebody had painted it white.
That's good. All right. So, anybody want the last word by any chance? No? Gonna have to be from me.
Alan, do you want to make the Google Doc for everybody and share it with all the emails, since you have all the emails?
Since I have all the emails, yeah. First, I have to figure out how to use it, because Alvin, I am many years older than you are. I was born in the early 40s. So, no, I'm sorry, the late 40s, not the early 40s. Yeah, so even being able to, I mean, heavens, typewriters, no, I'm kidding. But this technology, still, it takes me a while to figure it out, because, you know what happens, your brain turns to mush.
Google designed it with Microsoft Word, so it's exactly the same.
So it's yeah, I've used my Word for decades, so yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, sounds good. Anybody else with a last word?
So first of all, this is a 360 degree video. So if you're watching this on your computer,
you can use your mouse to move it around.
Yeah, to move around.
And I believe you can use the arrow keys.
Oh yeah, probably you can use your arrow keys too. Anyway, you can move around the image so you can look at the different parts of the boat from the inside here.
So this folds up to make a table.
Yeah, so this becomes a table that comes up and it goes across here, and these cushions become the backrests.
That is a quarter berth.
Where Sam is a quarter berth, yeah, and that stretches out into the back of the boat.
Where Katarina is the V berth.
Yeah. Can you say hi, Katarina? Hi. Yeah, that's the V berth, and that can easily fit two. And while we're over there, what's kind of cool is behind me right here is a head with an actual door on it and everything.
It's not quite on the head.
Yeah, and then on the other side is actually a hanging locker, so you have room to actually hang stuff. Sam is playing with a CD player.
It's broken.
Yeah. What is that?
It's broken.
It's not broken. We have a VHF radio. We have basic running lights. We have cabin lights.
We have two burners.
Yeah, we have a little
burner thing.
Yeah, we have 2 electric burners, and we have a little sink as well with electric pump for the water pressure.
Yeah.
When we turn that on, and there's a little holding tank for fresh black water. And yeah, that's our little Grampian, which is yet to be named.
I want to name it Gramp.
Gramp the Grampian? Yeah, I've actually thought about that the other day. Wouldn't that make a good name? What do you think of the boat, Katarina? Good.
What do you think of the boat, Sam? In more than one word.
Are you guys gonna take a nap?
No.
But I'm not going to take a nap yet.
You're not gonna take a nap yet? Now, Katarina, you can't go up there without having your life jacket on.
Sam, don't put on that.
I'm not.
That's the
Okay, you're just taking a look? Yeah, okay.
Well,
Anyway, it's about the perfect size for our family, actually. We could easily cruise this boat, and so could our co-owners, Trip with his family, Keith with his family. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this boat this summer. Right, Henry?
Yeah. Maybe even take it sailing.
Definitely take it sailing, yeah.